Hi everyone, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I have a little finishing video for the journals. I'm just going to adjust this because I can see that I'm going to be out of shot otherwise. I'm just going to move my little bit of tape and that tells me where I am. Right, okay, so we finished the tea journals. So I finished one of them, which was this one, on camera, and then I did the same things that I did in this one to this one. So there's nothing different. You saw me finish one, I did exactly the same to the other, but I'm going to give you a flip through just so that you can see any differences or anything that you think, you know, just a couple of things that I might not have shown you. I've got the ball pins in, so I'll show you that as we go. Right, so to start with, we have this little fold away page. I love these things because that you can get so much journaling on them, and then the fold away, and you know, you can tuck away your journaling. It's a nice little private journaling spot, and then, you know, you can just tuck it in a pocket just like that. And then in both of them, what I've done is whatever ephemera I had left from the kit and things that I'd printed out myself, tickets and bits and pieces, I've put them in this envelope, and then I've just popped this in the front, so whoever gets the journal, they'll have the extra ephemera. So we'll start with just a quick flip through. So I didn't overload this, you know, I wanted there to be lots of journaling pages. This again is just a piece from that the lovely wrapping paper that I found, the artisan wrapping paper that was all about tea time. I didn't want to overload everything, so you know, there's a lot of journaling space. And this is our nice little tuck, our little banner tuck, and it's just got some of the ephemera that I printed out, a nice card that I made, and everything's nicely inked up, and they just fit nice and snug under there. And there we go. And then this is the side loading pocket, and I already had the card made. It's also, you know, you could put a tag in there. I've left that empty for you to put your own tag in, and then it's loaded with some nice journaling cards, and they're just using bits of the wrapping paper and parts of the kit as well. This is a lovely, I think it's a 50s cookery book, and it just had lots of lovely cakes and things that you would have at high tea. So, you know, you have to have cakes with tea, it's the lot. And then a nice little bag, and in this one I have put one of the journaling cards that comes with the kit, and then I made this one using a nice piece of the paper, scrapbooking paper, and then this was a piece from the wrapping paper, and then I just added a nice trim along the top with the roses, because again, tea and roses go together well. And here's our first angle, and it's just the tea, because it spells tea down the side of it, and I just popped on one of these tabs, and it just looks lovely. And then we've got the fold out, and that is, again, I love these, just using coffee dyed paper and some embossed paper, and then behind that is another one of the journaling cards. And then a lovely lace covered, it's an envelope made from a book page, and I covered it with napkin and then with lace, and that's been left empty for you to add your own ephemera. And then we've got now a nice belly band, and in the belly band we have a nice piece of ephemera that I printed out. This was from the British Museum, because they have some fantastic images on there. And then a nice journaling card, and that's got the roses on top, but it tucks under quite nicely, it's not too bad. And then one of the journaling cards from the kit. And then this is a nice vellum bag, and in the vellum bag is a tag that has a pocket, and it's, well, it has two pockets, and it's filled with all sorts of little bits of ephemera, and little bits of cards and things. So yeah, it's a nice little discovery, that one. Just pop that in the top. And this is the handmade snippet that I made. This one says tea time, and a nice doily, and then we've got the fold out page. Again, this kit was so beautiful. That's the centre of the first signature. It has 2 signatures. And then this is a nice pocket, a triple pocket that I made. I haven't put anything in this one. I've left it empty for you to make your own tags or to put photos in there. And this is just a nice little envelope with a double journaling card. And this one I think was from Artie Mays. She did a nice, it was a TN journal kit, which I've got and I am going to do eventually when I get round to it. It's in me case with all my others. This is again another card from the kit, and I've just simply inked that up and popped it in, and it's on a nice cream card, so it gives it a nice patina. You'll have to excuse all the noise in the background, we're having a windstorm. Other images from the British Library, and then this is a nice little double pocket, and I've got these lovely cards in that I've made with bits of ephemera, and then a vintage tea card, and then this is a nice big tag in the back that I've just done a little arrangement on. Pop that back down. And then we have the other side of that sack, and again I have a few of the cards from the kit, and I just thought they were so beautiful. I've put that one upside down because I like those ladies peeking out. They were so beautiful, they just stand alone and they go really well with the journals. This is a vintage book. I think this one was from the 60s, and it's got recipes, lots of recipes for lovely cakes and things in it. And a music paper double pocket, and it's got some nice bits of ephemera in. That's a postcard that I've used some of the images on. And another one of the printed journal cards, which is gorgeous, and then a postcard and a tag. And then this was made from the scrapbook paper and from the journal, the wrapping paper. I'll get me brain in a minute. And there's the E, so I've got a little charm there, some stamping that I did on the parchment. So you can see there's lots and lots of room for journaling. And this is the second signature. And a nice hand embroidered fabric flip on that page with some faint stamping on the page as well, just to give it a little bit of texture. The design and the stitching are both hand designed, hand stitched by me. And these are the fabrics that I've used throughout the journal and on the cover. So there's another page of that lovely party fair cookbook, and a lovely piece of rose vellum, because again, tea and roses, they're just a match made in heaven. And this is another of the music paper pockets, and I've just put tea for me. And then we've got a few more of the cards, and then some tickets from the kit. Another piece of the scrapbook of the wrapping paper that I've just left over the side of that page. It decorates the page nicely. You can take it off and you've got journaling space on there and journaling space on the page, and then it just decorates nicely. And a nice piece, this is like a textural kind of, it's kind of like a fibre paper, but it's very nice and it feels lovely, and you can actually write on it. And that was just a piece from that I made with the kit. And then raspberry dyed paper, raspberry tea, sorry, and there's the A, so that spells tea down the side, and I'll show you that in a minute. I did some decorative edge stamping, and then, oh, this was the pocket that I popped in, and I made, it was almost exactly the same as the card I made for the other one, using the neutral collage. And then I popped in the faux cabinet card that you can journal on the back of. And then this is a piece from the kit, and then one of the tickets from the Artie Mays kit. And then this is actually the book that I got the tea cards from. This was actually the coupon that came with it. It was Brook Bond tea. So this is a vintage piece, and I just thought it would be nice just to pop that in like that. and then you've got another flip out page. What else did I do? Excuse my voice, it's very dry here today. As I said, it's very windy. There's another envelope that we made. Again, that one's empty. And this was the other pocket, but you saw me make this one. So, and there's one of the vintage tea cards from the book that I was just previously talking about. And then a couple of the other pieces from the kit. And some, I think this is from one of my ephemera pieces that I printed out. And it might be the one from the old design shop. And then more pieces from the kit. And when I put this in, I did reinforce the spine because it is an old book. And then this was our flip out that we made. So you've got a nice flip out, and then it's got a couple of pages inside for you to write on. And this page is from the kit. And then on the inside it's printed with Gaelic Gostinelli. And here was the other pocket that I popped in. And I did the same as the other journal. I just popped in one of the journal cards from the kit. These two cute little envelopes, which I've left open for you to journal on, or you can glue them closed if you want. And then another one of those vintage tea cards and a little waterfall notebook. So it's almost exactly as the other one. Obviously I've used, you know, the cards are not different, not the same, they're all different. This was the only other difference in this book. I had an extra one of these, and rather than just pop it away, I just thought, you know, it'll pop in here, and I'll pop in a few more of the journal cards. And I also had some tags that I cut out of a 12 by 12, and this certificate that I printed out from my ephemera, and that just sits, it does sit in there, it's because of the way the paper lies. That's it. And then these are a couple more tags, and that is from the kit. So that's the only other difference to the other journal. And then in the back of this one, I've put this envelope in. I only had the one, and it's got a nice card in it, and that sits in the back there along with this nice little set. Now this one you can journal on the back of, this one's got a nice image on the back of. So I didn't want to glue them to a page, so I just popped them in there. Now that's that one. And this one, I'll show you the few differences. It's got the same envelope in with the ephemera. It's the pockets that I've used are pretty much the same, but I've put them in different places, and they have got different bits of ephemera in. So, and I've got the tabs on, and obviously this pocket is decorated differently to the other one. And then these envelopes again are left empty. And then we've got different ephemera in some of the pockets. This one's got the nice clocking, and then a piece of the wrapping paper. And time for tea. This is the snippet I made. This one says time for tea. I think the other one says tea time. But they are different. I made them, the snippets and that different. Here's the same belly band with slightly different things in. That's the same, but these are different. I've basically used the same ephemera, I've just popped it in different places. As you can see, there's the faux cabinet card, and then that's got a nice little, it's like a belly band tag. I'm a bit off camera there. And then this is another one of the images from the British Library, and it is all about different tea sets and which ones you would use for breakfast. So it says breakfast and tea china. See, I just have the mug. It's just a mug. It gets used for everything. And there's the E I put them on the bowl pins because I wanted them to dangle, kind of, you know. I've used the same book but different pages, obviously. Fabric flip, it's almost the same, but I've used different colour threads, but it's the same kind of fabrics. And then lots of nice flip outs. This is the same with the little envelopes and the tea card and that's a different card in the back. And I've done more stamping throughout. This one was slightly different because I made this one up. I think we did that on camera though, so you'll be able to go back to my other videos and see that. And the same with this. And then same flip out. Different fabric on this envelope. And then we did the same with the Ladybird page on there, but obviously it's a different Ladybird page. And then in the back, instead of the big long envelope, I use this lovely envelope which is made of the same vellum that I've got in the book, and I've edge punched it so it's very pretty on the back as well. And then I've popped in 3 of the journaling cards and done a little collage on the front. So that's the main differences in the two journals. The middle of the journals, I was going to pop charms in them, but I'm going to leave them tied in a bow, and then it's your choice whether you want to then pop a charm on them, leave them tied in a bow, or just cut them short. You know, it's up to you. So that's the two journals, and that's those ones finished, and we're on to a new adventure. So I've really enjoyed doing these, and there's a lot of vintage stuff gone into them. There's a lot of handmade ephemera with them, and I have thoroughly enjoyed doing them. I've been collecting the things for these for about 4 or 5 months before lockdown. So yeah, the handmade paper and, you know, just everything that came that I've used on them, and the fabric I've had, and I've been desperate to do something with, and I finally found something. They've kind of gained a type of elegance through the fabrics that I've used and through the kit itself, and they've got that nice afternoon tea elegance to them, which I really loved, and they kind of grew their own personality, and as you can see, they are quite chunky. Very chunky books, even though I've left lots and lots of journaling space, and I've tried my hardest not to fill them up with things like I normally do, which I don't think was that successful because I've still filled them up with things that I normally do. But yeah, so anyway, those are the two journals. They will be on my Etsy store probably by Monday. I think, what day is it today? It's Saturday. So these will probably be on the Etsy store by Monday. And I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you've liked them. And pop across to the Etsy store and have a look. I'm going to be doing some updates on the Etsy store over the next 2 weeks because I've got lots of new things to pop on. Handmade things and my embroidery snippets and things. But I'll show you them as I go. And I hope that you've enjoyed this series. I've really enjoyed doing these, and I know every time I make a journal I say it's going to be hard to let this one go. Well, you know, it's going to be really hard to let these ones go because I just really don't want to, but you know, I've got enough journals at the minute. And I've still got the kit, so I suppose I could make myself one again at some point, but there's so many that I want to make for myself. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and it's been great going through them and making them, and yeah, take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye.